Hello everyone, today I'm going to discuss about the Uttarakhand districts. We'll see how the districts look like. We'll also try to figure out which all districts are having the international border and which are having the domestic. So first have a look at how the map of Uttarakhand looks like. It majorly looks like in a rectangular shape. So if you see the shape of the Uttarakhand, then it looks like a rectangular shape. And wherein first understand how many districts are there. So total districts that we have to count is Dehradun, Uttarkashi, Tehri Garhwal, Haridwar, Pauri Garhwal, Rudraprayag, Chamoli, Almora, Nainital, Udham Singh, then Champawat, Bageshwar, and Pithoragarh. So total, we are having these many districts, and these districts are basically having the boundaries with the other countries as well, and they are also having the boundary with the states. If I try to figure out which all districts are there particularly, because these kind of questions do come majorly in the prelims. So if I talk about Pithoragarh, so they are having the international border with China and Nepal. And if I try to understand the Udham Singh Nagar, then they are having the border with the Indian state, right? Haridwar, again, they're having the border with Indian state. So basically, we are trying to understand that which are having the international border and the domestic. Next, Uttarkashi, again, they are having the border. All right. So they're also having the border. So now I'm going to discuss particularly which all states are having the border with these districts, right? So if somebody wants to write, they can write that too. So if I talk about Nepal, so Nepal is forming the border with three, which is Pithoragarh, Champawat, and Udham Singh Nagar. Write down all this. Then in next one, in you can write on Tibet and China. They are having the border with three districts majorly. One is Pithoragarh. Again, with China you can write Pithoragarh, Chamoli, and Uttarkashi. And Uttarkashi. Next, we are having the border with Uttar Pradesh. Write down. Uttar Pradesh is having, please write down the maximum number of districts are sharing the border with Uttar Pradesh. If you see the length also of this area is quite big, and then the number of the districts which are having the border with the boundary with Uttar Pradesh are write down. Udham Singh Nagar, Nainital, Udham Singh Nagar, Nainital, very small portion of Nainital. Then Udham Singh Nagar, Nainital, Pauri, Pauri Garhwal, Haridwar, and Dehradun. All of these are forming the border. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All of these are forming the border with Uttar Pradesh. The next we have is Haryana, again with Dehradun. So these are these are the shares that the boundary line that is being shared with the international borders as well as within the states. Apart from that, we'll also discuss about the areas which are landlocked, basically, which are not sharing any boundary with the other states or maybe the international countries. So first we'll try to understand the one which is landlocked which is Rudraprayag. Try to mark Rudraprayag as the one which is not having any boundary. Next is we have Bageshwar, then Almora is another, Tehri Garhwal is another. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 districts majorly which are not sharing any boundary. These are the districts you need to understand that, and the one which are sharing the boundary with the neighboring countries or maybe the states. Then these are the states that you can write down separately, because this kind of understanding is essential for you to attempt the questions which are directly going to come from this area. Now, talking about certain other facts also, that which all districts is maximum in size and what all boundary lines they are sharing, which one is having the maximum boundary. So we'll discuss about that also. So write on the major one. Okay. So if I talk about area wise, which one is the biggest one? If I talk about the area wise, so we are having some of the bigger states which you can easily see, which is Uttarkashi, which is Chamoli, and Nainital, then Pitragarh. They're having the Pori Garhwal, they're having the bigger sizes, bigger area as compared to the other districts which are present over here. And then we'll have a look at which all districts are sharing the maximum area. Okay. So write down in the terms of area the largest district. So if somebody wants to write, so they can write down also in the terms of area, the largest district of Uttarkashi is Chamoli. So you can write down, if you want to write also, you can write this point that among all the districts that we are having, the Chamoli is sharing the maximum area. We are having the maximum area of all the districts which are present. Next, and the smallest one is Champawat, and the smallest one will be Champawat. Now, if I talk about which all states, which all ranges basically are going from these areas, and which all areas, majorly the Himalayan regions, are covering which all portion. So, definitely, if I talk about the upper region, these are majorly covered with Greater Himalayas, and above that we have Trans Himalayas. The major portion is covered through the Middle Himalayas, which is also known as Lesser Himalayas. And the lowest portion is covered with Shivaliks. All right. Thank you so much. We'll be discussing another topic from the Uttarakhand state only, and we'll discuss more about the geography of the state. Thank you so much.